Hello and welcome to a weekly market update after the market closed on 25th of October 2019. Here's where we're going to look at the big picture and small picture, see what the overall stock market is doing. There's a couple of other things. If anything looks confusing here, then in your lesson material, you'll know what it is I'm talking about. Otherwise, let's get started there. So here's a multi-year long-term chart of the S&P 500. And every little up and down peg is a week of action, smoothed out for us by the blue line here, the 40-week moving average. And I've also got the red one in there, which is the 70-week moving average. And just as a recap, my proprietary system said to get in there, and it said to get out here. And it had me in cash for most of the year. Then just on September the 9th, I called a brand new, or the system called a brand new bull market. And here we are now, and looking stronger from the last week. What's getting more and more encouraging about this picture, and the rest of the world seems only just about to seem to be waking up to this, is that look how aggressive this 40-week moving average is now. That's a very sharp climb, sort of like the climb you saw back here. That's an aggressive line. It's saying that this looks like, no guarantees of course, but it's looking like the start of something that we had really back here, a brand new kind of bull move there, which is why I guess my system said to get in. So the all-time high here was 3025, it looks like, and we're only at 3022 now, so very close to an all-time high, which is going to be an important psychological move for this market. Let's look at the short-term picture to see what happens in the week ahead. But there's no doubt about it. This, as predicted, several weeks ago now, this is looking like an increasingly healthy picture for the market. Short-term, I had a good day on Friday. It's definitely running hot. Doesn't mean it can't stay hot and get a bit hotter, but that all-time high is tantalizingly in reach. And during the day on Friday, actually just peaked above that. So looking into the week ahead is definitely stretched and hot, but no reason why it can't just plow ahead into that. Let's look at some the cryptocurrencies, and GBTC seems to have. Well, it was looking like it was. Let's go to the weekly chart here, the long-term chart. I use GBTC, which is an ETF, like a representation of Bitcoin, which smooths out a lot of the gyrations. It's worked quite well so far, and it did a lot very quickly. Got ahead of itself quite soon. And its moving average, you can hear the 40-week moving average is waiting for it to sort of catch up with it, but it got so far stretched it was becoming increasingly vulnerable here. And it looked like, if we go to the short-term chart, it looked like it was really going to fall out of bed here until Friday, when we saw this this jump up, almost like pulled it at the out of the jaws of defeat there to get back in the game. So it's looking like it should just about hopefully hang on there. It's back above its 40-week moving average, and that moving average is is definitely pointing up now, so might have just about saved itself there. Let's look at gold. Gold is performing just as well as, I predicted this breakout way back here, and we started moving up, getting some step action here. It is, it's looking, stretched, but happy to stay up here, waiting for its now aggressive moving average to catch it up with it. And silver has just joined the precious metals advance now, and looking very strong for the time ahead. So though the precious metals are doing well, stock market's doing well. Let's look at a couple of individual stocks here. I had PEGA got triggered a few weeks ago, which I said was really coming to range to enter, which was about there. A couple of days later it zoomed up here and is holding the high ground here nicely. Got a very nice gain there in a short space of time, and that one's still looking great. So Disney was the other one, and this one is just happily riding up its 40-week moving average, behaving itself. That was the entry point there, so a little bit in profit. As long as it stays above that rising 40-week, then all is well. Coming out of spooky October now and into the traditionally bullish couple of months, November and December, and the market is looking in great shape. So that is all for this week, and I'll speak to you next time.